There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this one complete to Dulin. Touchdown! Ashton Dulin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Cousins on first down.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Packers defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Powering his way forward. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Packers 21, Bears nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up and shutting him off now open field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Fights through him. Fighting through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Out on fourth down comes Eddie Pinheiro.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Ekeler is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Back over a first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again. In order to have a chance to win this game. And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of us...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Austin Ekeler racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! Austin Ekeler with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bears 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Third and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this off.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Play action now. Cousins. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And that's into the hands of Eckler. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Cousins now. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Austin Eckler.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Let's go. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now back to throw.
A throw on the money there to Dulin.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Reload! Reload!
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian McCaffrey,
28 yards.
and the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Ooh, with a juke.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And down he'll go at the 25.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Packers. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides